now. Hello, YouTube. I'm Bruna, and I'm going to be the hostess today. This is Talk and Talk, a safe place for you to speak in English, Spanish, French, Italian, and German. This is not a class, this is an immersion, so this means we're going to speak 100% in English here. Since this is not a class, it's just an immersion. If you want to take classes, you can just go to our website, talkandtalk.com.br. There are classes for beginners and intermediate students there. Guys, that's it. I'm not going to split us because there are only 5 people here, so everyone is going to be here in the main room. Let's start by the introductions. So, Bruno, can you start introducing yourself, please?
Of course. Well, my name is Bruno, that you know this, né? And I work, I live, I'm from Brazil, I live in Foz do Iguaçu, Paraná. In that moment, I stopped my work to see this mentoring now. And I work with data analytics and strategy marketing. In this moment, that is it.
Very good. That's great. I hope you enjoyed the conversation then. Thank you so much for the introduction. What about you, Tamara? Your turn.
Hi, guys. My name is Tamara. I'm living in Arara, São Paulo with my husband, my cat, and my dog. I'm working from home and I am side sale and customer success. I am 33 years old. Let me see, my free times, I like watching series and movies. I like so much drinking beer, sparkle water too. That's it.
Okay, that's great. Great introduction. Thank you. Mari, your turn.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mariana. I am from Rio Grande do Sul, Porto Alegre. I am 23 years old. I am a lawyer. And I am here for practice my English and turn better my accent, my pronounce.
Okay, great, Mari. Thank you so much. And you, Jack, last but not least.
Yes. Okay. My name is Jack. I am from Portugal. I live near Lisbon. I am 76 years old. I am married with a son, with a daughter, 3 grandsons, and in my free time, I like to exercise, I like to read, I like to watch TV, essential to listen the news in the morning. And I like also in my free time to gardening. I have around my house a little garden. Then where I spend much of my time is treating of the flowers, of the vegetables.
Yeah,
that's it.
Jack, I thought you wouldn't mention the gardening part, and I'm glad you did it.
Yeah.
Yes, Jack has an amazing garden. Thank you so much for sharing, Jack, with us. Well, so let's get started. Ooh, I didn't introduce myself, right? I think Bruno and Mari, they don't know me yet. So I live in São Paulo. I work as a teacher here on Talk and Talk, and also as a community manager. I like dancing, studying languages. Now I've been studying Spanish. In my free time, I also like to sleep a lot, watch series, listen to podcasts, and I think that's it. So let's start answering the first question. What do you understand by a movement, Jack?
For me, I will say a movement is when some people join together, or maybe one people, they join together to defend one cause, or to protest about some bad decisions that the government had. There is many kinds of movements. Then, depending of the cause that the movement defend, each moment have one proposed to defend or to protest.
Very good, very good. Bruno, do you agree with Jack? Do you understand movement the same way?
Okay. Please repeat your question.
Of course. It's the first one. What do you understand by a movement? Do you agree with Jack when, like, with his answer? What do you think?
Well, complement sorry, one moment, please. Okay.
Sure.
Well, the Jack say the truth. For me, it's true. And I complement with some words. Well, I think this is a perfect example. The had I forget the word. Had managed. I can speak in English this little word. Okay, efeito manada. Had effect. I think it is. Eugene Sword write a book. Personal armas, que seria armas da persuasão. Write a book with the people when initiate on action and explain. I forget another word. Expose yourself with another people's. This effect is other people following too. Is a great example for me to this.
Yes. Great. Yeah, and I was thinking here, sometimes there are movements that are not to fight, but just to, I don't know, to celebrate something, I agree with Jack. I think this is the main point of a movement, like change or fight for a reason. But sometimes it's just to celebrate something or to gather to dance, I don't know, or to show something, to the world. Maybe there can be a good side too in the movement. How do you see it, Tamara? What do you think?
I agree with you and Jackie and Bruno because I believe that. So it is many people together asking, dancing, screaming for something,
Yeah, maybe a lot of people with the same thought, right? Like, I don't know, doing something for the same reason, right?
Yes.
Mari, how do you see it?
I see like Tamara. I think it's a lot of people doing a thing together. Like.
Good, yeah. And Mari, have you ever started any movement at your school or at work, at home?
I think, yeah.
Tell us more. How was it? When? What were you fighting for? Or if you weren't fighting, how was it?
I started a movement in my school for the girls can wear I don't remember the name in English. Regatinha. In
Like the tank tops.
tank tops. When we do educação física, physical education, I think. Physical education, because the boys don't wear nothing. They take off the t-shirts, and the girls need to wear the shirt. Like, and this is something really unjust.
Yes, and did it work, Mari? Like by the end, could you wear the tank tops?
The school accept that the girls use just in the physical education.
That's great. That's great. So you kind of like it worked, right? That's good. Great. Thanks for sharing with us. And you, Bruno, have you ever started any movement? How was it?
I don't remember anyone.
Okay, no problem at all. So I'm going to see if there is any questions here. Yeah, so if you haven't started, it's okay. But if you were to start a movement right now, it's number 6. What
It's
movement?
it's my turn. It's my turn.
I didn't forget you, Jack.
Yeah.
I didn't forget you. I'm just since Bruno didn't Jack. Since Bruno didn't have an answer for this one, I'm asking him another, so that he can talk a little bit too. Just a second. I will call you. I didn't forget you. Bruno, if you could start a movement now, which movement would it be? Since you haven't started.
Which a movement? Well, I don't like start a movement. I'm so quiet, but a great movie to start is helping other people's. Is a great movement to start, I think.
Very good, very good. Yes, that's a great movement. Let's hear from you, Jack. Now, have you ever started a movement at school, at work, at home? How was it?
No, Bruno. I never start with any movement because in my time, it was forbidden to create movements, because we before 1974 we had a dictatorial government. Then we came to create any movement. There was some movements, studential movements in some universities, and many students suffering the consequence about the movements that they create, and it's not easy to make protests in any movements. It's the people suffering a lot with the consequence of the government. Then no, I never participate in any movement.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, and actually it's bad that it was forbidden, right? Because sometimes we just want to express our point of view or just fight for something and we can't, right? So it's bad, yeah. And you, Tamara, have you ever started a movement or being part of a movement?
No, I never started a movement, but maybe, I don't know, one day.
Which movement would you start? Like if you want to start one now.
Actually, I watch and read some or many posts in social media, for example, about prejudice. No, for example, if I were to start a movement, I choose let the LGBTQ plus community live in peace because they deserve it. You know, thinking well. I think it's because of that. For example, I like it so much schools. You know, in Portuguese, caveira. For example, the skills there is. No skin color, gender, social class.
Yes.
I like it so much because I have one tattoo, these skills.
Very good. It's a great thing to think. I haven't thought about it. Yeah. It's just like by the end of the day we are all made of bones and meat, and like we are kind of all the same, right? Yeah, very good. Thank you so much for sharing with us. I loved your answer. And guys, for me, I think I don't remember specifically if I started like a huge movement, like a protest or something. I have already fought for some stuff in college, like the public restaurant once in college was closed, and we were fighting for it too, for them to open it again, or for once my friends and I we started a new league at college, because I used it to study in a course, but there wasn't any language league, so we started a new one. It wasn't a big movement, but it was nice because we all loved languages, and there were other types of league, but not a language one. We started this, and I think that's it. Nothing too big. And which political movements do you remember and could tell? Why do you remember it? Jack, which political movements do you remember and you could share with us?
The most recently, I remember two politics was created in the last elections here in Portugal in the last October. Two political parties was created to be present in the elections when one part is belong to the extreme right, like the Marine Le Pen in France. Mm-hmm. It's not good. I think it's not very good for us. and the other, it's more or less in the middle position. Mm-hmm. That was the last political parties movement that I remember last year.
Very good, very good. Yeah, it was. I was thinking here of some. There was one huge. When Bolsonaro was, I don't remember if he had been elected already, but it was the Ele Não movement here in São Paulo. Like the streets were crowded, a lot of women fighting against him. It was like huge. And I remember it because it was a big day, like a lot of women just together fighting, just like trying to raise their voice, in this movement. There were some others.
But the movement against or a favor of the
Against.
against.
Yeah. It was called
we see here in some image on TV. Yes.
Yeah.
Especially when the vaccine of the COVID.
Yes.
They was opposite from the vaccine.
Yeah,
and
Jack.
I saw very manifestations against the president.
Yeah, it was bad. Mari, can you remember any movement, famous like political movement that you could tell us?
I remember the Black Lives Matter. I think it's the most recent that I remember. And I remember this because I see in the TV, because this start because a Black man died. And I think this is really shocking to me.
Very good. Yes, and after this one, there were some Black movements here in Brazil too. So it's really important to give them their voices, right? It was really, really big, huge movement, not just in the US, but in the world, right? Really important. Bruno, and you, which political movements do you remember and you could tell us?
Well, I like movies. I like to watch movies in my free times. And in that moment, I forget the name, the movie, but it's the movie about the movement, the black people too. I don't remember the name of the movie, but I like it.
Infiltrados, no?
Lastly, in the United States, there are movements.
Yes, but it is. I like it. I like to move it. That's is examples too.
Very good. Is it the movie you are talking about? Is it Infiltrado na Clã or not?
No, the movie it is about the fight in the United States. I forget the name. A moment. I'm finding here.
It's okay. No problem. I will call Tamara and ask her. Then you can share with us when you find the name. Okay, I want to know it. Let's go, Tamara. And you, do you remember any political movements? Which?
I remember only one. I don't know to say, but was 3, 4, 5 years ago when I participated, when the people compliment about the value, the tickets of the bus. You know, I participated in my city, Rio Claro, is the close Araras. But it's okay. It was extremely peaceful, you know.
Yes, the movement, because the price of the tickets it had increased, right? I remember. Yeah, that time was crazy. Like a lot of political movements here in São Paulo and actually around the country, right? Yeah, very good. That's nice. You were there, guys. And the next one I would say is the climax. Is the one of the most important ones here. That is, do you think it's possible to start a movement alone? Why or why not? Mari, is it possible to start a movement alone?
I think to start, it's possible, but to be really significant movement? I think no. Just assim, start and need more people to put in practice.
Good. Tamara, what do you think?
I don't believe in that because you need many people for starting a movement. That's it.
Good. I will say what I think. From my point of view, there needs to be someone, one person who's going to start it, and then this person is going to bring others, just like in the video. One guy started dancing, and then another guy started dancing too, and then the third guy came, and the fourth, and then a lot of people started like dancing together, so
Yeah.
I think the when we are thinking about, like, I don't know, in a classroom, you say something like you have a question, then you just say it, and then someone else shares with you, thanks for asking, I didn't know it either, or this was also my question, so I think for us to change something, we need more people, but there always needs to be someone to give the first step, like just to speak up. I don't know. Let's hear from Jack. What do you think, Jack? Is it possible?
Yes, I think it's possible. If the movement began with a known person, it's possible that person bring thousands of people. We have one example, a good example with Greta Thunberg, the activist Sweden. She began alone with the movement, but they immediately was known in all the world, and they bring thousands and thousands of teenagers, young people, and we can see that they can transform in one big movement against to defend the world, the environment, the environment.
Yes.
They fight to protect the ambient, the environment. Then alone, it's possible to form a big movement, with the person that not known. It's possible to create a big movement, because in that case I think there was many people to form much power to implement your protests, your ideas.
Yes, very good. Yes, and Greta is so young, and she's been fighting, and a lot of people criticized her, right, saying she doesn't know anything because she's too young, and she's been doing a great job. Like, she's 19 only, so young.
She influenced the president of the United States.
Yeah.
In that moment.
Very good, Jack. Thank you so much for sharing and for mentioning her. What about you, Bruno? Do you think it's possible? How do you see it?
Yes, it's possible, but it's difficult, start alone, but it's possible. And I remember the move now. It is the a fight with the equality, a luta pela igualdade de 2014 de Martin Luther King. It's a great move.
Very good, very good. I think I haven't watched it yet, but thank you so much for the recommendation. Is it Selma, Uma Luta pela Igualdade? This one? Selma, Uma Luta pela Igualdade? Is it the one?
It is, Selma.
Okay, good. Okay, thank you so much for sharing with us. It's in my list now. I will watch it. Let me share here in the chat for everybody. Great, guys. Let's see the next one. So we were saying that it's possible, kind of, right? But we need more people, just like Tamara said. How many people are necessary to exist in a real and powerful movement, Tamara?
I think all the people of a country, I guess. In Brazil, for example.
Good. Yeah, it's difficult, right? Because it really depends on the place, on the movement, right? Like for me, I think it depends, you know, if it's a big cause, like if it's a cause for a country or for a state, I don't know, there needs to be a lot of people, like maybe more than 100, you know. And they need to do something to show it, you know, to just show they are not satisfied, and do it a lot of times, you know, just like in this movement, you know, that you've been to. Like people went to the streets a lot of times. I remember, like, I don't know, days, you know, until the government finally decided to step back, you know. So it was really strong. I liked it. Yeah. Bruno, and you, how many people do you think are necessary to exist a real movement?
I think that's necessary a biggest cause. That is for me the objective for any status movement. Then when do you have a great cause to start the movement, you evidently will find another people and that's think with you.
Great. Finding a big cause, it's important. Then when you have a strong cause, a lot of people will join you and will also be part of it, right? Really important.
Yes.
Mari, what about you? How many people do you think? Do you agree with Bruno?
I agree with Bruno, but I think that depend of the movement. Like when you do in my school, it's just 25 girls. It's a small group, but I think a big discussion, like, I don't know, something that changed the law, something like that, I think need more persons.
Good. And yes, like, just like I was saying, you know, it really depends on the place, on the cause, right? Like at your school, 25 girls, it's a lot, you know, like trying to, like, fighting for it. It was really nice. Jack, how many people do you think are necessary to exist a real movement?
I agree with Bruno. Depend of the cause that the people are defending. If the movement is to protest measures against the governments, normally it's necessary a big movement, because we have the example in France with the yellow coats in France. They create a movement to fight against the government, and it was necessary thousands of people to have the possibility to have some exit. in their fight. We have another example last year in Canada with the trucks drivers against the tests with the vaccine to enter in the United States. Thousands and they chunk all the streets in the towers in Canada. It's normally to defend or to protest measures against the governments. Normally, it's necessary a big movement. In the other occasions, no, it's not necessary a lot of people to make a protest, for example.
Mm-hmm. Very good, very good. Yes, thank you so much, Jack. You're bringing a lot of political facts. I'm really interested. That's great. Very good, guys.
Brenda, I have
the
idea. I have the idea, but not it's difficult to express my idea.
No, you're totally doing it. I totally got you. I understood everything you said. Thank you so much.
I need to choose the words that I want to say.
You're doing great. I totally got you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Guys, I want to skip some questions and go to number 10. Does politics affect your daily life routine? If so, how? Or if not, why not? Bruno, can you start, please?
Well, the question is 9, yes?
Number 10. Number 10. Does politics affect your daily life?
Does politics affect your daily life routine? Why or not? In my past, yes, but today no. Because the politics is a problem for anyone. Is evident, and I think there is possible affect in a determined level. Yeah.
Very good. Very good. Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing with us. Tamara, how do you see it? Do you think it affects your daily life, and how, or why not if it doesn't?
I agree. It does. Look at the abusive tax we pay to live in Brazil, for example. If you if you here born in Brazil, you live in hard mode, I guess.
Yeah, and I from my point of view, everything is political, all the choices we make, the decisions we take every day, the things we share, the things we think, and just like you said, not just the prices, but the quality of life in our cities, like here in São Paulo, like mainly the center of the city, like the downtown, it's kind of abandoned, like nobody's like taking care of it. There are some spots for like drug dealers, and a lot of homeless people on the street. Like it's kind of an abandoned city, so and of course this is a huge part because of the politicians, So I think it definitely affects our daily lives. The security, health system, all of this is part of politics, right? Jack, what do you think? Do you think it affects your daily life, and how, why?
Hi, Bruno. Here in Portugal, lastly, the politics affect me and all the population. Yeah. because essentially in the increasing of the prices in all the things, all the products, it's many people protest because since the beginning of the year, every week on Monday, the fuel increase every week since January. Every Monday, the fuel increase. Increase the fuel, all the things increase also. The drivers of the taxis, the trunks. There was some protests, and the taxis they organizing a big movement, a short little movement. Then they don't have much success because they are a little of people protesting against the increasing of the fuel, but yes, it's the best thing in this moment here is the increasing of all the products here in Portugal.
Yes. Yeah, and it's interesting what you're saying, because I think this is a worldwide movement, like the fuel prices have been increasing, not just there in Portugal, but I have already read some articles that in the US it's the same, here in Brazil it's the same, so it's in the world, right?
Yeah, it's on the problem is on around the world.
Yeah, very good. Thank you so much for sharing with us. Mari, what about you? Do you think politics affect your daily life or daily routine?
I think affect, but I think that because I work with office of law, so I think all my day it's about politics decisions. So I suspect to respond this question.
Yes, Mari, that's true. Well, I think we can go to the last one and then we can finish the meeting. That is number 11. What does it take to change the world? I'm going to start with you, Mari. What does it take? What does it need to change the world? That's a difficult one.
Yeah, I don't know. I think more equality. I don't know. Really don't know.
That's a good one. Equality, great. I would say maybe the distribution of the income, it should be better, and it goes kind of hand in hand with what Mari said. A lot of rich people and kids, I mean, a small number of rich people and a huge amount of people who are starving and who don't have money. What do you think about it, Bruno? What does it take to change the world?
Whoa, yeah, this question is difficult. To take the change the world. I believe that's the people we need to be more friendly, more more lovely with another peoples in the day. The problem is the words in every moment have much problems with me, with you, with everyone here. And its problem is the cause for the road is the road stay I forget the words, but I think it is. I think it need more action, more movement to change the world. More people in one connection to make this change. A great example for this is the I forget the word, guerra. Remember for me?
War.
Warm, né? The warm with Russia and is a great example for this. I think this is the problem. Don't need just I think just initiate just a movement. We need really some people compromise for a movement to need to change the world. That is it.
Okay. What do you think about it, Tamara?
I guess the problem, the people, we are the problem. So the politics in Brazil is very dirty, in my opinion. The government is getting worse. And I don't know if this is right in English, but as House song say, the solution is to rent to Brazil. You know?
Okay. Thank you so much for sharing. Yeah. I liked it. What about you, Jack? What do you think we need to change the world?
I think to change the world, it's necessary to have a better justice to distribute the words of riqueza, words of
wealthy
words of the country, because it's unjust that some people to have huge words, and other people, poor people, to have a little of things. I think the world needs to have a better justice to divide the words in one country. But unfortunately, the rich, they want more and more money, and the poor people, each day they have more problems to live.
Yes, Jack, you summarized pretty well. I couldn't agree more with you. And we are just running out of time. I just want to share with you the link to the survey. You can go there and share your thoughts on the meeting. I really hope you have enjoyed. I think it was really productive and really nice sharing with you this idea of movement. We can, and we should keep talking about it and keep fighting, for the things we believe. Go ahead, Tamara, would you like to add something? No? Okay, that's good. Guys, I hope you have a good weekend. Don't forget, tonight at 10, we will have our happy hour. I saw Samara has already scheduled, right? So it's going to be nice to see you there. Have a great night, guys. Great rest of night and weekend too, and hope to see you around. Okay, thank you so much.
For me, it's too late.
What time? Yeah, Jack, it's too late. Oh my God, it's too late. It's like it's like a party, right?
You have to
It's
choose
okay.
another hour
Yeah, Jack.
to give
I
happy
will
hour.
talk to Philip about it. Thank you so much and see you next time. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.
Thanks, Bruno.